We
Okay.
don't discriminate about what extraterrestrial stories we hear on the show or what paranormal stories.
All
The
right.
important thing is that it's para, not normal.
That's super. That's very welcoming. Okay, so about 8 years ago, I was a freshman in college, and I was taking a Gothic literature class. And Gothic literature is like the spooky stuff, right? And my teacher was
Crimson Peak.
Crimson Peak, like very turn of the screw, a lot of Shirley Jackson kind of stuff. So I was taking this class, and I was a child. All right, so I was a child, and I wanted extra credit. And I had heard that Dahlgren music, or not Dahlgren, Brodbeck Music Hall was the most haunted building on campus. So Brodbeck Music Hall is now it's used, I guess, as like the music department in Hood College. It's a 2-story brick building. Apparently it's also the oldest building on campus, and it used to be a building downtown in downtown Frederick. And so Brodbeck had a history of being a brothel, a vaudeville music hall, a brothel again, and then somebody's house and then it was used as like a multi-purpose venue in like the early 20th century as like, and there was like church and stuff there. And then it got relocated to the Hood College campus. I don't know how long ago, probably in the early 20th century, mid 20th century. I don't remember. My memory is hazy. College was a blur.
That's all right. As long as this night is crystal clear.
Oh, so I was very, so I decided that I brought in friends to do like a exposing the secrets of Brodbeck Hall, like video for my class, because I really wanted to get on this. I just wanted extra credit, and I really wanted to be a super achiever. And so we went at 3 a.m. We went at like, we figured that was the spookiest time to go. It was like me and 4 other people with our like dinky 10-year-old, I guess, like iPhone cameras, I think. And we were like Brodbeck isn't haunted. And we were going to cut it to just be like just a goofy 5-minute video to be like, Brodbeck's not haunted. Y'all are chumps.
So you went in to disprove it. You went in as skeptic.
Yeah, we were like, this is dumb. But like, it was super up our teacher's alley. And then I had dressed up my friend as a ghost to be like, this is a fake ghost. And so we had her like running around this hall. We had gotten full permission. So we didn't do this, like, we got full permission from facilities to do this.
You did not commit a crime. You did not break into the building.
Did not commit a crime. If like anybody from is watching.
So there's no reason to try to discredit this story. You can't say Amber George has a criminal record. They cannot. You cannot trust their word.
So Brodbeck has a basement, a ground floor with a music hall, and then a top floor with access to like basically like a top pew area for the music hall. So what happened to us that night was we spent about an hour just wandering around this spooky old building. Half the lights weren't turning on. We didn't know. We figured like that was like part of it's like when it gets shut down at night, like they turn off like a breaker or something to save electricity because it was really old and the wiring was bad.
Right. It's part of its charm.
And it was like in November, I think, because it was kind of cold. And so then at the end of the night, we started hearing like shuffling from upstairs, and we were all in like the one music hall because we were getting really bored because it was like 4 a.m. And we hear
still
shuffling.
hadn't experienced anything.
Yeah, we hadn't experienced anything. We were just like dumb college kids sitting in this music hall. And it's a big old music hall, super echoey. And then so that was like adding to like our heightened sense of fear. But we started hearing shuffling, I swear to God, coming from above in the pew area. And we were like, "Aw, Who's up there? Who's taking a pee? Nobody, we were all in the same area, all right? And so we started hearing all these weird like shuffling sounds, like people moving stuff. And we were like, okay, we're getting kind of spooked. We're all like 12 years old or 18, whatever. And so we were getting like kind of freaked out. So we tried to send somebody up there and he straight up wouldn't. And so he went up to like, and then we were like, okay, we'll go up with you. And then a door had been locked that we didn't lock. And I swear to God, we were sober. And we were like, okay, this is kind of freaky. Maybe it locked behind us. So then we make our way downstairs. We're all kind of we're like kind of freaking out because we're like, okay, like who locked this door? And nobody in our group had the time to lock the door. And we knew that we were the only people there because facilities doesn't run checks that late. And so we had like all the lights on. So like facilities could have seen us and like knew what we were doing. And
right. So, and you talked to them beforehand.
And we had like talked. Yeah. And so we get down, it's like, we had like turned our iPhones off at this point. Cause we were like, okay, it's time to go. Like we're done. But then we hear, and so we're like all trying to turn off the lights, but nobody wants to go alone anymore to turn off lights. So we all move as like a unit of fish swimming through this old house. And we go to turn off like we go to like try to close the big music hall doors. And then somebody screams. And so we all turn our heads because like the one person had like tried to lock. And then there's, I swear to God, like a black hoop skirt, Cliff, like passes like by the door, like the curve of like a hoop skirt we see moving past this door in the bright like electric light at 4 a.m. I swear we all saw it. And we said, okay, it's time to go. But we all shrieked and ran out without locking anything. And so we had to go back in and like relock everything. And we didn't see anything. But we all saw what I swear was a ghost, was this lady in a black dress walking past in this hall.
Oh my goodness.
And it was so cool and it was so scary. And then
that's really like a Crimson Peak moment.
I know, it was so cool. And then we later asked around, because I wanted to know like what was up.
Has anybody else
seen this? And
we just thought it was a phony, a big old hoax.
There's a kid named Herman who had spent a night in Brodbeck as like a ghost thing, and he also had seen a lady in black, and we found this out afterward. And so he had seen her too, and he like stopped talking about it. He was like, yeah, I've seen her. And then he literally left me in the like he just turned and left. And so Brodbeck Hall in Hood College, super haunted, and it was the first time I've ever seen like a real ghost. It's the craziest story I have.